So at the minute, our timestamps aren't looking very meaningful at all. To most users, this won't mean a thing. So we like to take these and format them in a way that would mean something to a user, such as 2:40 p.m. on Wednesday or something like that. Now to do that, we can use a library called moment.js, and this is going to allow us to take that timestamp and format it in a variety of different ways, like these things right here. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is install this in our project. So I'm going to open up my terminal right now, and then I'll start a new terminal so we can keep the other one running in the background as well. So we'll go to that terminal and we'll say cd into ninja-chat first of all into our correct project directory, then npm install moments, and I'm going to save this to my dependencies. Again, if you've got one of the latest versions of npm like I have, you don't need to do this --save, it will do it automatically, but it's sometimes a good idea to do this all the time just in case. Okay then, so now that's been added, we can go ahead and import that inside this component. So we'll say import moment from, and it's moment. Okay, so now we can use it inside this file. So what do we want to do with this package here? Well, we want to use it so that we're outputting our dates correctly, okay, in some kind of meaningful format. So when do we want to format it? Well, if we go down here, when we receive each document, each change, what we're doing is we're pushing these different properties inside an object to the messages array right here. So when we do this, and when we're saying what the timestamp is, why don't we format it here first of all, so that the formatted version of the timestamp is added to this array rather than just some random string of numbers like this. So to do this, what we can say is moment, and then inside moment pass in what we want to format like this. Then we say dot format like so. Now this format method right here takes in a parameter inside here, and this parameter determines how we format this time. So if we look on the website again, I'll just zoom in a little bit. You can see right here these different ways of formatting things. So we have different codes, LT, LTS, capital L, and you can see the output of these over here, how they would look if you formatted it this way. So what I'd like to do is format my timestamp like this, so we get the month, the day, the year, and the time. So that is 3 L's, all lowercase. So what I'll do is just pass in here a string, 3 L's, like so. Now if I save this and go back to my application, now we can see those dates are looking a lot better. Instead of just a load of milliseconds, now we have the actual date and the time that it was added. So it's still a little bit big, I think, this thing over here. So what I'd like to do is go down to our styles and change this from 1.2 to 0.8 ems and see how that looks. So I'll save this, view it in a browser. Okay, now that's looking better to me. It might be a little small on your screen, but if I zoom in, I think everything looks a bit more proportional now. So there we go, simple, right? That's how we can use moment to format our dates into something more human readable.